Welcome back guys. In this video I am going to show you information about Linux directories. These are the directories for which actually it is important to know if you are going to be a Linux admin, and as well if you are working in Linux environment you should know information about Linux directories. So the first directory is going to be root directory. If you see on the left side there's a slash. It means this is the root directory and this is the directory where everything begins. The next directory is going to be /bin. This directory contains binaries, programs that must be present for the system to boot and run. And the next directory is boot. Actually, it contains Linux kernel, initial RAM disk image for drivers needed at boot time, and bootloader. The more interesting files in this directory is /boot/group/group.conf or menu.list, which are actually used to configure the bootloader. So if you are a admin, you might need sometimes, so you should know these directories actually exist and where these directories are. So the next interesting directory is boot and /vmlinux. You might have something similar because you might be using some different distribution as well. This is the actual Linux kernel. Furthermore, this is the /dev directory. This is a special directory which contains device nodes. Everything is a file applies to devices. Here is where the kernel maintains a list of all the devices it actually understands. /etc. /etc is the directory contains all the system-wide configuration files. It contains a collection of shell scripts which start each of the system services at boot time. Everything in this directory should be readable text file. Interesting files in this, I would say everything is interesting in /etc, and some of the all-time favorites or etc cron tab. Oh, this is actually important because sometimes you have to make some automation or some jobs to be automated. And the next one is etc fs tab. This is a table of storage devices and their associated mount points. And the last one is etc password. This is the file that actually contains a list of user accounts. You can go to this file and check all the users, all the user accounts. Furthermore, this is the home directory. Ordinary users can only write files in their home directories. This limitation protects the system from errant user activity, right? So a user like me cannot enter in someone else's home directory and manipulate some files. So every user has a dedicated home directory. And then /lib, it contains shared library files used by the core system programs. These are similar to DLLs in Windows. /loss plus found, each formatted partition or device using a Linux file system such as ext3 will have this directory. It is used in the case of partial recovery from a file system correction event. Unless something really bad has happened to your system, this directory will remain empty. /opt, this is the directory which is used to install optional software. This is mainly used to hold commercial software products that may be installed on your system. And then /proc. This directory is special actually. It's not real file system in the sense of files stored on your hard drive. Rather, it is a virtual file system maintained by a Linux kernel. The files it contains are peepholes into the kernel itself. The files are readable and will give you a picture of how kernel sees your computer. So it is important directory. And /root. This is the home directory for the root account. The admin are the one actually handles the root account. So for example, if you are not the root user, you will not be able to install or update any software unless you know the root password. And the next directory is going to be /temp. This directory is intended for storage of temporary transit files created by various programs. Some configurations cause this directory to be emptied each time the system is rebooted. Next is /user. This is the user directory tree, is likely the largest one on the Linux system. It contains all the programs and support files used by regular users. The next is /var, VAR. With the exception of /temp and /home, the directories we have looked so far remain relatively static. That is, their content don't change. The /var directory tree is where data that is likely to change is stored. Various databases, spool files, user mail, etc. are located here. And the next one is /var/log. It contains log files, records of various system activities. These are very important and should be monitored from time to time. The most useful ones are /var/log/messages and /syslog. Note that for security reasons, on some systems you must be super user to view log files. And yes, it of course is important if you are a root user or admin and you want to access those files, then it will be possible. If you are a normal user, then you should have given the permission to view these files. And to do that, only Linux admin can give you this information and can give you access to these files as well. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe button. I will be uploading more Linux information videos that will lead you to be an admin for Linux systems. Thank you very much and have a great day.